Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And guys, this video, these videos, my videos, focus on mainly on one or two or three topics. Poison in the food supply, the matrix, mind control and manipulation, and elevating your consciousness, resurrecting your consciousness, elevating your frequency, maintain a high frequency. Debugging and unplugging from the matrix. Deploying your anti-mind virus software. So guys, we are being attacked from all sides. We're being attacked. They have weaponized food. So we're being attacked by the food supply. They have weaponized pharmaceutical drugs. So we are being attacked through the pharmaceutical mafia. They have weaponized the media. So we're being manipulated and gaslight through the media outlets. They have weaponized social media. Social media used to be our expression of freedom. Now social media is full of liars, scammers, con artists, and gaslighters. So now you can't even really trust social media because anybody can get on there like me, but anybody can get on there and say any stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, foolish statement, and you have a certain segment of the population that's going to believe it. And he has a right to do that. He has a right to say whatever he's saying. Okay? And then the fifth one is through your friends and family. They have been weaponized to discourage you, to not believe in you, to not trust you, to not support you. Now I have pretty good family. My family is pretty strong, but you know we still have our problems. So all those programs that are running, and most people are falling for all of them. That's what the problem is. They're being poisoned by the food because they eat recklessly. They've been poisoned by the media because they consume media recklessly. They're being poisoned and programmed by social media because these social media influencers are liars. They're being paid and compensated to sell you a bunch of garbage, lies. So you can't trust social media. Your family, you know, it is what it is. Your employer, they have weaponized your employers. You know, so every aspect of the country, of the ecosystem, have been weaponized. They weaponized COVID. They weaponized the migrants. The matrix do not care. Everything is free game to be used and abused. Now, guys, let's talk about the weaponization of the chemical companies. Glyphosate, which is a herbicide, it's a broadleaf herbicide, which means it will kill everything. And then Atrazine. Atrazine, that's another herbicide that's been highly used. I think it's the second most widely used herbicide in the country. It's banned in the EU, but the United States, of course, we always get the We're always the guinea pig. See how crazy we go before they get it. So if they go crazy in the United States, then we're not getting it over here. Cause we know them idiots out over there, they'll eat anything. United States is a country full of savages, vultures, maggots, rats, hyenas. Americans will eat anything, like pigs, goats. Americans will eat anything. You put it in a box, put a little picture on the front, put a ton of sugar in it, and they'll suck it up, eat it up. Americans will eat anything. So yeah, guys, what do you do with a society like that? Only thing you can do is profit off of them. Make them sick and send them to the hospital. Make them sick, send them to the hospital, collect the insurance, max out the insurance, let them die. That's all you can do. So, but anyway, guys, I'm going to go to an article. We're going to read an article about Atrazine. And we all know what Atrazine is. If you don't know, I'll show you. Hold on, guys. Wait 1 second. Okay, guys. Here we go. Syngenta harassed the scientists who exposed risk of its herbicide, Atrazine. Okay, guys. Here we go. This was written October 12th, 2017, 7 years ago, guys. So the research has already been established. It has already been peer-reviewed. It has already been replicated across the country, and it is a scientific fact. What you're about to read here. All right, guys, walk with me. Dr. Tyrone Hayes worked on the dangers of atrazine, made him a target for agribusiness giant Syngenta. Dr. Tyrone Hayes remembers thinking the gig would be harmless. Approached in 1997 by the corporate predecessor of agribusiness giant Syngenta, Hayes, at the time a young UC Berkeley assistant professor, agreed to study the effects of the company's herbicide, atrazine, on amphibians. Hayes was a rising expert on the endocrine systems of frogs, and he assumed he would not have been hired if the company thought there was anything to find. My hypothesis was nothing's going to happen, he later told Mother Jones. But Hayes did find something, namely that atrazine seemed to be impeding the sexual development of frogs. Now, decades into Hayes' studies on atrazine, his discoveries have most famously linked atrazine exposure with changing genetically male frogs into functional females. It's scientifically proven, guys. There's no question. There's no conspiracy theory. There are no opinions. These are all facts. Do your own research and figure out why men in the United States specifically, T-cell count, testosterone count has dropped by 50%. Okay, guys, let's continue. Functional female, leading to a bitter dispute with Syngenta. Internal documents made public and litigation revealed Syngenta's plan to harass Hayes in an effort to both discredit his science and tarnish his reputation as a researcher. So here's the conspiracy that they claim never happened until there was a lawsuit. Okay, guys, let's continue. Atrazine has been banned in the European Union over concerns that it is a groundwater contaminant with potential effects for wildlife and human health. Yet it is the second most widely used herbicide in the United States. And we already know what the first most widely used herbicide is in the United States. Glyphosate, which has also been linked to numerous cancers, and they have also settled for hundreds of millions of dollars for causing cancer. Guys, we in trouble, but knowing is better than being ignorant. Now you can make your own decisions on whether you want to eat Quaker Oats, Cheerios, Nature Valley, Kellogg's, soybean, corn, wheat, bread. It's in everything, guys. So let's continue. Herbicide in the United States with a whopping 73 million pounds applied in 2013. As such, the stakes in the U.S. are high, both financially and for Syngenta, and environmentally for the nation. Atrazine often washes into water supplies, particularly in the Midwest, and in 2012, Syngenta reached a $105 million settlement with community water systems over the presence of atrazine in the drinking water. Ooh. Now you're drinking herbicide and you think that nothing's going to happen? Dude, you will have birth defects. You will have mental retardation. You will have autism. You will have malfunctioning sexual systems in humans and animals. Yeah, a certain group of people will destroy mankind. All right, guys, let's continue. Atrazine's exact effect on human and environmental health are still unclear, although the EPA currently notes that atrazine is being studied as a potential endocrine disruptor and a carcinogen to both human and aquatic life. A 2011 independent panel convened by the EPA found suggestive evidence to link atrazine to certain types of cancers, and other studies have linked atrazine to birth defects. In June 2016, the EPA released the preliminary ecological risk assessment for atrazine, which found that EPA levels of concerns for chronic risks are exceeded by as much as 22,000 and 62 times for birds, mammals, and fish, respectively. Okay, guys? So we're going to skip this part. This is just, if you want to read this, guys, you can read it on your own. This is just giving you some historical facts concerning the relationship between Dr. Hayes and Syngenta and Berkeley and the National Science Foundation, replicating the same disturbing results. When he moved, he went to another facility, funded from somewhere else. The company was formed in 2000 by a merger between Novartis and AstraZeneca, and it quickly deteriorated after that, the relationship between the doctor and those pharmaceutical companies. Okay, guys, so let's go down a little bit. Okay, guys, here we go. All right, guys. It says, while Syngenta and Hayes fought an increasingly public battle over the following years, the company's new plans to discredit Hayes were formed in 2004 and 2005. According to documents unsealed following the 2012 legal settlement, notes by Sherry Ford, Syngenta's communications manager, detail Syngenta's plan to undermine Hayes, including publication of third-party critique of his science, systematic rebuttals of all TH appearances. TH is the guy, Hayes. I can't remember what his name is. Tyrone Hayes? Oh, let me see what his name is. Hold on, guys. His name is Tyrone Hayes. All right, here we go. All right. Up here. Making emails public. Contact Berkeley. And even, okay, so they wanted to contact Berkeley. That was his employer. And even investigate his wife. Meanwhile, an email from a communications consultant recommended. Now they have consulted with another, like, communicate. When they say communications consultant, that means a company that specializes in smear campaigns on the internet. That's what that is. Recommending, and they also are able to hack your emails and hack your calendars. This is the matrix. Now, this is the matrix, guys. Don't forget. Now, I know don't think it's connected, but this is how the matrix operates. When you don't play ball the way they think that you should be playing ball, and when they can't pay you off, this is how they operate. So they went and got them a communication consultant, which recommended getting hold of Hayes' calendar of speaking engagements so Syngenta could provide audience with irrefutable evidence of his polluted message. A later proposal floated the idea of purchasing Hayes' name as a search word on the internet, presumably to tarnish his reputation. While the company claimed that many of their ideas were never implemented, it is clear that several were. Hayes had long claimed that Syngenta representatives was following him to talks, having noticed one or two suspiciously sharply dressed men asking pointed questions. Sound like the Men in Black to me. Sound like the Matrix to me. Following you around, harassing you, intimidating you, spreading lies on the internet. Okay. A former student of Hayes commented that everywhere Tyrone went, there was this guy asking questions that made a mockery of him. We called him the Axe Man. A Syngenta spokeswoman later confirmed that a Syngenta representative does try to attend events where Dr. Hayes is speaking. It's in our best interest and farmers that we have the opportunity to counter his outrageous accusations. His outrageous accusations that's been tested, time-tested, peer-reviewed, but they're outrageous. Syngenta also followed through on several other harassment tactics. The company filed an ethics complaint with Berkeley over Hayes' email, charging that they were aggressive and unprofessional and insulting, and released more than 100 pages of messages. While the emails went viral, Berkeley chief counsel ruled that no ethics violation had occurred. See, trying to get the man fight. Luckily, the chief counsel wasn't married or the cousin or the brother to one of these matrix gaslighters. The agribusiness industry also appears to have paid for search engine ads for a period of time. According to the 2012 Mathis Jones feature on Hayes, Googling Dr. Tyrone Hayes now returns paid results from groups like AgSense, an agribusiness coalition that leads its critics to Hayes by quoting his proprietary and professionalism outbursts. See, guys, that's how they use Google. That's why Google is a part of the matrix. Even though you can use Google to combat the matrix, which I made a video about, using Google to educate yourself on how to fight the matrix. All right, guys, let's continue. As public as the feud between Syngenta and Hayes has been, there is evidence that the company's actions to undermine the science around atrazine extend beyond efforts to harass him. In 2009, the company filed a subpoena for the emails of the author of a paper that showed women who conceived during peak pesticide application season were more likely to have children with genital birth defects. There you go, guys. Genital birth defects. So my question is, guys, is this an accident? Or do they want a dumber, mentally challenged, mentally disabled, autistic society so they can make them sick and send them to the hospital and have everybody on pharmaceutical drugs? Guys, that is the plan. That is not a conspiracy. In 20 years, if we're still here, if you're still here, you will confirm it. Right now, 70% of adults are on pharmaceutical drugs. In 20 years, it will be 100%. No doubt in my mind. Everybody will be autistic in 20 years. Everybody will be on pharmaceutical drugs. Everybody will be sick. America will just be a sick cesspool of drug addicts, drug dealers, drug addicts, and low T, weak men. I mean, I have no idea what's going to happen to this country, man, but already it's going downhill. Anyway, let me finish. Meanwhile, atrazine is still widely used as regulation chugs slowly forward. Okay, guys, that's it. So yeah, guys, so you see, I read it for you. You saw for yourself. This article is on UCSUSA.org, Union of Concerned Scientists. This is a scientific journal, news paper that publish information that affects the scientific community. This was written 2017. I read an article that was written 10 years ago in 2014, which they was like discrediting him and running his name through the mud. The same way they did Nikola Tesla. So they've done scientists like this through the years. Now scientists are able to fight back because the information can move faster through the media and social media, so it's easier to fight back. But when you have censorship, when the matrix want to censor you, hold on, guys. When you have censorship and the matrix want to censor you, like they was doing during COVID, the scientists then were being censored. So they ramped it up then. So it's the same thing happening over and over again, but thanks to social media and people like myself that can expose the hypocrisy and the conspiracies that social media can control and influence what you believe, and have you run around here like a psychopath taking vaccines. Now when you get sick, don't nobody want to talk to you. There are a lot of people who've got sick from the vaccine, but now the government like, oh well, hey, we can't help you. So anyway, guys, that's it for that one. I just want to talk about that article. Read it for yourself, guys, about that doctor that was they tried to frame him. They tried to discredit him, make him lose his job. He came out victorious. It took him a long time, a lot of stress. I'm surprised he didn't accidentally unalive himself. You know how the matrix works. I told you, the matrix is violent. Okay, guys? Until next time, guys, keep your life clean, keep your mind clean, keep your body clean, keep your car clean, keep your home clean, guys. Guys, be nice to your pets, be nice to your kids. They are your future. They are dependent on you and relying on you 100%. You're their God. Guys, until next time, Contraband 777 signing off. Now go and conquer yourself. Peace.